welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will get first crack at it today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Seminoles are marching down the field. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tries to get it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play.
Turning it on! He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. On the move. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida State.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So SMU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Fires to the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He's got it. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
On third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Going to look downfield again. Caught in the backfield. It's Key. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a grab for a big play. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to score?
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Rush is on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Got room at the 35. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the Heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. This offense. Happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Got room to work. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the ground with the counter. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stevens. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll run the option. They'll try the run. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Bring in the heat. Tosses it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Willihan. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down for this offense. Wants to throw again. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Willihan. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make...
There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been... accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. Try to get it to the edge. Running to Green. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Catch in the middle, it's Spears. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He caught it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward,
he lofted high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Hold offense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Key. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. What a big penalty at this juncture in the game, all locked up, and they get called for the pass interference.
42, spot
To the air on first down. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three.